So 11.2, we're going to be talking about prisms. Okay, so the definition of a prism is a prism is a polyhedron with two congruent parallel faces called bases. Okay, so that's going to be this top and this bottom. They're going to be parallel and they're going to be congruent. Okay, so in this next one, it's that top and that bottom. Okay, we're also going to be talking about lateral edges and lateral faces. So when we're talking about lateral faces, let's see if I can highlight this and not, nope, that went away. All right, so lateral faces are going to be the faces. So what they're colored in yellow here. So the faces that kind of make up this shape around, okay? The lateral edges are the edges that make up that outside, the round shape. So here are all of my edges that would then be the lateral edges. Okay, the reason that this is called a pentagonal prism is because if you notice the base makes a pentagon. If you notice that the other one is a triangular prism because the bases are triangles. Okay, so lateral area and surface area are what we're going to be working with today. So lateral area of a prism is the sum of the area of the lateral faces. So you add up the area of all of these lateral faces, okay? So all of the sides, you're going to find the area of all of them and add them all up. Okay, surface area is when you find the area of all the lateral faces, like we would have just done, but then you add on top of it the area of the bases. So it's taking it one extra step. Okay, so lateral area, we're talking about the lateral faces. When we say surface area, we're talking about the entire object, which is why we're adding on the area of the two bases. Okay, so the height of a prism. So lateral faces are rectangles, okay? So you can kind of see the rectangles in it. And then we have some oblique prisms where our height's going to be sitting on the outside. So a prism is a right prism unless stated or pictured otherwise. Okay, so you can kind of see the right angles in them. Okay, so find the lateral area and surface area. So lateral area, we said you take the area of all of the outsides. So I can see that this outside is going to be that 5 times 4. Okay, that back side is the same thing. So another 5 times 4. My side, I'm going to do a different color. We'll do red. So this side that you can see on that outside right there is 5. But this 3 matches this. So this is 3. So that one's actually 5 times 3. And then we have to do the other side of it over here. So another 5 times 3. Okay, so 5 times 4, we got 20 plus 20 plus 15 plus 15, which gets you 70 centimeters squared. So we're still talking about area, so make sure you have the squared. Okay, surface area, we said we want the area of the entire figure, so we're going to add the area of the bases. Okay, so if we look at the base down here, we know it's still that rectangle, so we're doing base times height, which is still 4 times 3. So we have that 4 times 3, but we have 2 of them, so we need to add both of them together, plus the area of the lateral area, okay? Because we're not just trying to find the area of the bases, we want the area of the whole thing. So we're going to add that 70 centimeters squared onto it. So we got 12 plus 70, which will get us that 94 centimeters squared for the surface area, so the area of the entire figure. Okay, this one's going to be a little bit different, okay? So when we're trying to find the area of the outside, so we have to figure out, so let's say we do this outside one because I know I have 2 sides of it. So it's a rectangle again, so that top is 4 and this side is 6. So let's put lateral area here. So 4 times 6, okay? And then this side length is still 6. So I'm going to change color so we can see the other outside here. So we're going to do this outside this time, which is going to be, we're going to add, that one's going to be 6 times 3. Now we have to do this front side here, this front side. So we know that the side is 6, but what is this top, this bottom or this top? Okay, so what we're going to have to do is do the Pythagorean theorem to find it, because it's a right triangle, so we can do that. So we're going to do 4, 3, and then we're trying to find this. So 4 squared plus 3 squared equals that side we need. So 16 plus 9 equals c squared. So we got 25 equals c squared. We got to square root both sides to get rid of that squared. So c equals 5. So we know this length is 5. We're going to replace that with 5. So we still got that rectangle there, so we can do 6 times 5 to get that. So we got 24 plus 18 plus 30. So my lateral area is then going to be 72 centimeters squared. Okay, so I have my lateral area. Now we need to figure out the surface area. So I need to figure out the area of the bases and then add that lateral area on top of it. So here is my base that I'm going to look at. So remember, it's 1/2 for a triangle. To find the area of a triangle, since now my bases are triangles, we have to do the area equals 1/2 times base times height. Okay, we have the base being 4 and the height being 3, so we're all good. So to find the area, we're going to do 1/2 times 4 times 3. So A equals 2 times 3, so A equals 6. But there's 2 of them. Okay, so surface area, we have 6 plus 6 to account for both bases, plus the area of the outside we just found, that lateral surface area, which is 72. Okay, so my surface area is then going to be 84 centimeters squared. Okay, so my next one, we got another triangle here. So let's find the area of, we're doing the lateral area first. So this outside looks like we got a rectangle, so 6 times 4. I was checking to make sure that wasn't the same. So we got 6 times 4. Now it looks like that 5 over here is that base. So we got 5 times 6 for that back side. And now I need the side that's closest to me, so this front side. Okay, I know that the height's going to be 6, but it doesn't look like I have this top or this bottom, so I can multiply it. So it looks like we got a right triangle down there, and that's 4, that's 5. So we got a squared plus 4 squared equals 5 squared. A squared plus 16 equals 25. A squared, if I subtract 16 from both sides, I get 9. Square root. A equals 3, so we know that's 3, so that last one is 6 times 3. So my lateral area is going to be 24 plus 30 plus 18, which is going to get me 72 feet squared. Okay, now let's find the surface area. So I need to find the area of the 2 bases and then add that lateral area on top of it. So let's go ahead and take a look at that. So I need to find the area of my triangle. So my triangle, we got 5 feet, we got 4 feet, but I don't know what my base is. We did find out that base of our triangle by doing the Pythagorean theorem was 3. Okay, so to find the area, we're going to do for a triangle is 1/2 times my base of 3 times my height of 4. So we got 2 times 3, so 6. So for the surface area, remember there's 2 triangles, top and bottom. So 6 plus 6 plus 72. So my surface area for this is going to be 84 feet squared. Okay, my next one. So lateral area and surface area. So lateral area, let's do all the sides first. So it looks like we got a square, which is actually going to be real nice. So to find the area of this one, we do 5 times 5 plus my front side, 5 times 5 times my side over here that you cannot see, and then times that back side that you cannot see. Okay, so we're actually doing 25 plus 25 plus 25 plus 25. Whoop. So my lateral area is then going to be 100 meters squared. So now we need to find the area of the 2 bases to find that surface area. Well, if it's a square, we're doing 5 times 5 again. So that means this is going to be 25, and then the bottom is also going to be 25. So we'll do 25 plus 25 plus my lateral area we found already. So my surface area should be 150 meters squared. Squares are a lot easier because everything's the same. Okay, here's my last one. So lateral area, we're going to do the side. So let's go ahead and do this front side first to get 10 times 2. Since it's a rectangle, that means back here, this side is going to be the exact same of 10 times 2. And then if we look at the front side, right here, we got that height being 5 times 10. And the back side will be the exact same thing because it's a rectangular prism. So another 5 times 10. So we're going to get 20 plus 20 plus 50 plus 50. So my lateral area is going to be 40 plus 100, so 140 meters squared. So the surface area, we just need to find the area of the top and bottom and add them together. So if I drew this, we have a rectangle again, so 5 times 2. But there's 2 of them because top and bottom here. So 10 plus our outside that we already found, that lateral, so 140. So my surface area is going to be 160 meters squared.